Okay, welcome to ANZCRL Combined Racing League's final round of the Formula C Championship here at Dubai International Autodrome Grand Prix circuit. So we're just starting off with a stagger grid as we had Tim and Jack disconnect just before the start. So the guys are going to line up on the grid here, and then they're going to organise to start within the, depending on the time, 10 seconds or so. That we'll see when they go. It's 10 laps here, and the drivers are just going to get themselves organised as they need to. As you can see, they're lining up now. It looks like the grid's pretty good, so they'll be based on a time of maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then they will go. So here you are, the final round, and we have got a championship still at stake because the leader of the championship, Dado Racing, the number 57 Taguchi racing car, has not been able to make it tonight. So here we go, revs are up and off they go. So we've got a big battle between both Commander Series and Logical Sports, and they are both fighting for the championship with the Logical Sports at the moment, with a bare margin of only 3 points to Commander Series. But Matty Seekin has got it around the outside to take the lead into the first corner, but he's stuck on the outside, but it looks like he's holding in. Oh, it's Dark Lord, I believe, has he's bound to hold on to it. So that's good, because the Dark will Gear 3 Gaming, both in the same number 2 and 3 cars. But here we are up in front, we've got Commander Series. And the Logical Sports has made the move on Matty. Matty left the door open for a Logical, and he's doesn't mucked around. As said, there comes back Matty straight back at a Logical. He's obviously trying to help his teammate Commander Cirrus. Commander Cirrus has ducked down the inside as they come down the back straight. And it's coming all the way up here now up to turn 10, a very tight hairpin right-hand corner. And we've got 3 wide coming into turn 10. With Matty just holding it around the outside as a Logical. Now another change of the lead. We've had about 3 changes of the lead just in the first lap, and they get close to tangling wheels here. Full damage for these open wheelers. Wings and Slicks cars for the final series of ANZCRL Combined Racing League in 2021. And we have a fight for the championship going on right here now between Logical Sports and Commander Series in 3rd position. And he's got his teammate just in front, Matty Seekin, and it looks like he's just letting him through there to Cirrus has had a little moment out of turn 14, and that's opened the door now for Dark Racing 40, who's come in as a reserve driver tonight. And looks like Dark Lord's all over the shot, getting out of the turn 15. And that's the first lap here. It's been a crazy first lap, but Logical Sports is the man in front with Matty Seekin in second. And Dark Racing has obviously made that move with Cirrus having a mistake early on, but he's still pressuring early on. Oh, a big move by Gear 3 Gaming. Takes Dark Racing 40. And that's elevated Cirrus back into 3rd position. It's a ding-dong battle going here for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Tim and Jack's just lingering at the back there, probably with a smile on his face seeing these guys go at it. And out goes Dark Racing 40. First time in the Formula C cars for Darky this season. And he's having a little bit of fun after taking victory last night at the Imola 4 Hours in the touring car. And don't forget the man just in front of him, Dark Lord 78, won in class as well in the GT4 class. Took victory after a sensational pit strategy that took everyone by surprise and made it stick. And here he is having a look down and seeing if he can hang it tough around the outside. If he can do that, it's a big ask though, as the car's running wide. And move down now into this final part of Sector 2, turn 12. It's a very wide open circuit here at Dubai. you just joined us, we had to have an organised start in standing grid as Tim and Jack disconnected just before. Oh, as Dark Lord has lost the rear end of his car, the number 2 Star Genly Motorsport car. But up front, we have still got, as you can see, a Logical Sports just going to start his 3rd lap of 10. And in chase is Matty Seeking, who is found himself 4th in the championship. It's basically he's 21 points off the 3rd place of Commander Cirrus, so a big points haul if he's going to try and get a 3rd position in this championship. But obviously he's trying to hold on to 4th in the championship with Jay Rudby, not here tonight, but Tim and Jack only 3 points behind, and a further 5 points for Dark Lord behind Matty. So Matty's in front of both those drivers, so he's looking pretty good here for the feature race. After this feature race, we have a reverse grid from these results for a short, it's still a 10-lap sprint race, but it's on the international layout, so it's not the full GP layout. As Matty's up on his best lap and seeing if he can try and bridge his gap from the Logical. But Gear 3 Gaming starting to see if he can stay on the back of Dark Racing 40 and having a big look up here at turn 10 after the back straight. And you can see how big those curbs are. These cars with a flat bottom, they don't like getting up over the middle of those humpy curbs. There's some flat curbs here that the cars are okay on, but as the drivers are experiencing, there's some there where the cars just start to pivot on the tops of these big fat curbs here at Dubai. And gears all over Dark Racing 40 here as they come out into turn 13 and into 14, and here it is, having a big look here. It's a big double sort of late apex, you could say, where it tightens up just here. It's Darky's done, trying to straighten it out, get a big run through this final turn 15. Very important to, you see some cars in a lot of series here where they just power up a bit too hard coming out of turn 16 and up on the inside barrier. But we've got Dark Racing 40 having a good look on the slipstream. We might just bring up the speed. Just have a look what sort of pace they're doing, around about 220 kilometres an hour before they come into turn 1. Darky's trying to do it around the outside. He's positioning his car really well, but up front we've got obviously Commander Cirrus has now made his move on Matty Seeking. The two teammates working together. As we said, Commander Cirrus is looking at a 3-point gap to a Logical Sports for the championship. We've got obviously Dado Racer not making it in the Tagusi Racing team, who's 70 points in on the championship table and 52 points for a Logical Sports. So that's only 18 points adrift. They get 25 points for a win in the feature race. And it's basically the Formula 1 structure, and 18 points for second. So Commander Cirrus is losing touch here. He really needs to try and beat a Logical. He's got 6 laps remaining. And he's really got to try and dig out something special and bridge his gap to a Logical. A lot of the times these cars, it takes about this distance for the tyres to really start to operate. So you may see Commander Cirrus now starting to bridge this gap. He did have pole, so he was the fastest qualifier. See, they're all fairly close though in this league. 13 seconds separating the 7th with whole field. This is roughly a 6-kilometre circuit around here at Dubai as well. It's a fairly long circuit. 2-minute lap times, as you can see. And there he goes, Commander Cirrus. He's just done his best lap at the moment. And Dark Racing 40's just trying to sort of in the middle between Gear 3 Gaming and Dark Lord, but Dark Lord, the last lap was a 2:06, sorry, I thought it was actually a 2:04. I was just saying that was Dark Racing 40's, my apologies, but I thought he was catching. Gear's doing some nice times at 2:03.840 the last lap around. Again, Gear 3 Gaming and Dark Racing 40 having their first taste of Formula C action here at ANZCRL Combined Racing League tonight. For the final round, this wraps up all our official series for the year. We've had 6 series throughout the year. Obviously starting with the Group 5 car, the Janetta G40s. And then we, obviously after that, we went straight to the British Touring cars with Dark Racing 40 actually winning that as well in the British Touring Car Championship. And then we went into the Teams Endurance Championship, which again he won with his team in up with Sado 15. So he's had a good year this year, Dark Racing 40, coming away from last night after winning the Imola 4 Hours as well. Logical Sports was in the Porsche last night and had a good run, but got done by strategy from Dark Lord 78 and came second in class, Logical, to Dark Lord. And the touring cars upset the more fancy GT4 cars at the Imola 4 Hour last night. The big weekend of sim racing for the guys at ANZCRL. Looking forward to a break next week. I'm sure many will be watching the Bathurst 1000 during that time to have a break. So lap 6 of 10, 4 more rounds to go, 4 more circuits around this track, and Commander seriously starting to mount his charge now on Illogical. He was 2 seconds, or a second and a half roughly faster than Illogical that time around. But that's like they always say, the old cliche, it's one thing catching, but passing is another. And Logical has been known to put out his elbows if he needs to, and with the championship on the line, I'd expect him to make this a very hard task for Commander Cirrus. But he's catching him at a rapid knot at the moment, Commander Cirrus. Dark Racing 40 also putting a big challenge coming up into the turn 10 here on Gear 3 Gaming in the slipstream, and Gear's just protecting the inside of the hairpin. But if Darky can find himself, it's a little short straight there, but it's only if he can try and get in there. And this is an opportunity here up into turn 12, and Gear knew that and he's defended the inside. It's a fairly tight corner, tighter than a lot would think. But then a nice little run here now out to turn 13. This little kink into turn 14 is where it's at. And he's just going to find himself on the outside, but he's going to try and see if he's going to force Gear to run wide and try and see if he can cut in hard. But Gear's doing a great job there in 4th position. As the Logical's still out in front as they come in onto the main straight, and a slipstream is on order right now. And we'll see if we can see Commander Cirrus duck it down the inside here into turn 1. Lap 7 of 10, here he goes. He's trying to take his opportunity. So with only with a 7-point difference from first to second, and as we said, with Commander Cirrus trailing by 3 points to Logical Sports, if these two guys can finish 1-2 in both these races, they're going to make sure that, well, basically if they win, whoever wins this race will leapfrog Dado Racer, who are unable to make it tonight after being so dominant through this series. Only a 3-round series, but 6 races. 2 races per night we had. So follow on this, as we said, is the short international layout instead of the Grand Prix for another 10 laps with a reverse grid from these results as well. With the fastest lap will gain 1 point as a Logical. Now in the defensive mode. He knows this is his championship now on the line. He doesn't want to give Commander Cirrus a sniff, but he's giving him a go here down the inside. left him plenty of room, but he's also positioned himself on the right side of the track for the fast kink here at turn 13. So nothing Commander Cirrus can do about that. So great driving by Illogical. And here we go. He's having a good little dive down the inside, but it's going to tighten up this corner, so going to have to be careful. So 3 laps remaining here, and again, Illogical just has got the power down nice and early, but we've got Commander Cirrus in the slipstream. Almost a sitting duck is Illogical, but he's just going to have to probably try and tuck in here. And he's making it hard. Great driving around the outside, Illogical. Sticking strong. This is where champions are made. You got to have good nerves as well when you're defending something like this. We've seen Commander Cirrus, he's been slowed down now that he's caught Illogical, but he was around about a second and a half faster than Illogical. Just took a while for, I'd say, Commander Cirrus's tyres to come up to operating temperature and pressures, but he's right onto him now as they exit turn 9. Onto the back straight, and I think Commander Cirrus, I thought for a minute there I saw him back right off. He may have extended track limits a little bit. Yes, he's backed right down, I think. Oh, slippery in the rear for Illogical, trying to get that power on out of turn 10. Into turn 11, and now they make the little run up to turn 12, which could be an opportunity for Cirrus to catch Illogical napping. And a big drive now from Dark Racing as well, having a good look at Gear 3 Gaming, but hasn't made it stick there at turn 12. But again, here comes back at the front, Commander Cirrus. Poor Matty Seeking just sitting there in the background, just doing his laps after running second for a while. Actually took the lead of the race for a short period, of blink of an eye as well. We had about 3 changes in the first lap for the lead after Cirrus bombed the start. But here he goes again, another look down the inside. We'll see if Illogical can hang it around the outside again. Lap 9 of 10, 2 more to go. Cirrus has got his car a little bit further in front this time, so Illogical try and keep on to the back of Commander Cirrus and make another challenge up into turn 10 hairpin after the back straight. Commander Cirrus has absolutely gapped Illogical early on in this first sector. Have a look to see what's actually Dark Racing around the outside of Gear 3 Gaming. Coming onto the back straight there at turn 9, 8-9. With Gear having another big dive down the inside with a slipstream. Maybe Darky had a time penalty, maybe, to get rid of track limits. Oh, it's Dark Lord. He's done so well to catch up to the back of these guys, and he's just put it into the wall. Unfortunately for Dark Lord. But back up here with Gear 3 Gaming again in the Stengen lead in the number 3 car. The Stargen Lead Motorsport car. Having a nice little battle here with Darky. He's got the kink, got the right side of the track now up into turn 14. Oh, locking the front left there. Giving Darky an opportunity. Oh, Gear's just destroyed. He's lost a wheel. And that's the first car that we've seen losing a wheel. He's lost the front wing, so he'll be into pit lane. And that's going to give Tim and Jack a nice little leg up into P6. But that's unfortunate for Gear. He done an absolutely brilliant job holding off Darky for so long and was well and truly in this battle. And I'm sure we'll see him come back at the international circuit very shortly. So we're on the final lap here. We've Commander Cirrus with almost a second lead over his challenger of Illogical Sports. This will move Commander Cirrus actually in the lead of the championship if he takes victory here at this race, and then he's got a second race, as we said, in the shorter layout. We'll be starting at the back of the grid, but alongside with Illogical Sports. So this is going to be very, very close indeed for the run to the championship. There's only going to be a difference of 5 points between Commander Cirrus and Illogical Sports for the final race. So we'll come to you live with that final race, and we'll give you all the what needs to happen for Illogical to try and take victory. And we've got to also remember there will be a bonus point for the fastest lap in the final race as well, race 2 of each round. So Gear's in the pits there getting his damage repair. And it looks like that Commander Cirrus has done what he needs to do to try and keep his aspirations alive for the championship. He's only got 2 more corners remaining here, turns 15 and 16. And but Illogical's coming in hard. But I think it's to little avail here. So it looks that Commander Cirrus is going to come on through now and take victory for the race 5 of 6 races of this championship. So well done, Commander Cirrus. Takes the lead of the championship by 5 points to this man, Illogical Sports. And Maddie Seeking comes home in 3rd, 4th in the championship so far still. And then here comes Dark Racing, the Lone Ranger, in 4th position, having a great battle with Gear 3 Gaming. And Darklord comes home in 5th position. We're waiting for Tim and Jack to come on through in the BNS car, the number 68. What an entertaining opening round, the opening of the final round here of the Formula C Championship of ANZCRL Combined Racing League. And Gear 3 Gaming finishing a lap down with a DNF. Well, you'd end up finishing actually, if you got around with the time, so doing a lap, but there you go. Commander Cirrus. And winning this race with also the fastest lap, but unfortunately he doesn't get a bonus point for this this race, the feature race. It's only for the sprint round. And Illogical Sports there is coming home in 2nd. What a battle we had between those two. And early on it was also with Maddie Seeking and Illogical. So that was a good drive by Maddie for P3. Dark Racing forward in his first time. Had a great battle with Gear 3 Gaming, first time as well for Gear 3 Gaming in the FC cars. And coming home in 7th as Gear 3 Gaming. But Dark Lord did all he could to come back at him, but unfortunately had that little spin as he got onto the back of Darky and Gear 3 Gaming. So he wasn't able to mount a challenge to those guys at the end. And Tim and Jack having a bit of a quiet race there back in P6. So there we go. We'll end the stream now, and we will be back very shortly for race 2, which is a reverse grid from those results. Catch up with you shortly.